Get ready, gamers! Retro Legends is here. The ultimate destination for high score battles, pinball wizardry, and classic arcade showdowns. Every week we bring you the best in virtual pinball, classic arcade gaming, and retro fun. Where you can compete for glory on live online leaderboards through iScored. Think you got what it takes? Step up and prove it. Because every Friday night, we're going live with 2 legendary pinball tables and an all-time classic arcade game. And the best part, every giveaway and prize on this show goes straight to you, the gamers, that are putting up scores on the leaderboards. Iron sharpens iron. Come play with the best. We will see you on the leaderboards. Because Retro Legends isn't just a show, it's a community. A place for arcade warriors to show up and keep that high score spirit alive. That's right, Friday nights just got legit. Hit that subscribe button. Join the leaderboards and let's make history, one game at a time. This is Retro Legends.
Just got legit Retro Legends at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern on Papa Brad's Gaming this Friday at the Metronome.
And if you wanted to watch, I'm so glad Papa Brad is back on Friday because it gives us something to actually watch.
Absolutely.
Than these guys just going, let me know in the chat what you think. Let me know what you think on Arcade 1-Up. Are they dead? Is it over?
Welcome to the Retro Legends Arcade. We've got a great show lined up with you, for you today, including some incredible guests. The Wizards are all meeting in one spot. Let's introduce our first guest. Welcome to the show, TomatoGrass.
Hello. How's it doing, folks?
And absolutely amazing. Congratulations on your win, Flipper Battle of Streamers Season 2. Congratulations. It was a well-fought victory, an incredible tournament that you ran. And just congratulations. Another Wizards about to enter the building. We have ChalataLove. Welcome to the show, ChalataLove.
Bonjour, ça va? How's everybody doing this evening? Happy Friday.
Awesome. And then, of course, we have just dominating the Pinball FX VR is Nix. Welcome to the show, Nix.
How's it going, everybody? Yeah.
So pretty exciting. I know we have a lot of stuff to talk about today. First, let's just say hello to a few friends that are in the chat. Let's see who showed up so far. Looks like we got Ballistic Coffee Boy. He's a great Atari YouTube channel. Check him out. We got Mikey Yoon. What's up, Mikey?
Mikey Yoon.
We got House of Hounds. We got Wingo. Okay. And Of course, the big news, of course, first, congratulations to TomatoGrass, Battle of Stream Season 2 winner. And then we have a ton of AtGames news to talk about. We're just going to jump right in. We're going to start actually with Flipper Friends as the very first topic. And I'm going to let you have the stage, TomatoGrass, because you said you wanted to talk a little bit about Flipper Friends. And we're all going to talk about AtGames news, okay? So here you go.
Flipper Friends. All right. Thank you, Brad. First of all, Brad, congrats. Brad won El Dorado on the 4K, guys. Brad, your man. He pulled through. How about that?
Absolutely. And here's the funny part. Here's what I'm going to tell you right now. If you want to learn how to play these pinball games, you need to be watching TomatoGrass, because I literally watched his stream and he tells you exactly what you got to do. And from watching this stream, you see what happens. What happens when I watch TomatoGrass?
Damn.
I can get number one.
Damn.
Boom. It was that easy, right?
He pretty much explained this table like it was literally, if it's all about the first ball. If you don't get all those targets you need to get on the first ball, you're not going to get anywhere. So it's all over. So by the way, that table was punishing to play. And we'll each give our opinions on Flipper Friends, at least the three of us, because we all have been competing all week. By the way, I just want to show the results because I did post the results for Flipper Friends this week. Let's start with the top 10. TomatoGrass, congratulations. You took number one.
Nice.
Look at this list. Scaoljo, Mad Ben Hands, Soggy Bacon, Real Creamer, Spartacus, House of Hounds, Papa Brad, ChalataLove, and Six String Pin. So most of those were in Battle of Streamers. Like 8 out of those 10?
Yeah.
That's a pretty high percentage of being accurate on who the most active pinball players are. And I just want to show the rest of the list because we do have friends on the rest of the list. At just slightly out of the top 10 was Retro Tech X. He's a great YouTuber. We got Ballydern. We got Dave LB.
Dave LB, yes.
So we get a lot of great players. But okay, so I'm going to give you the stage for Flipper Friends, and we're going to let TomatoGrass speak. So take it away.
Because I do have this is something that I do want to talk about here is that Flipper Friends, if you guys didn't hear what I was saying, like what was it, like 2 weeks ago now about this is what they were going to be doing with the IFPA. This is exactly it's exactly what I was talking about. I'm almost kind of happy that it turned out this way. Guys, somehow I win week 1 of Flipper Friends. I didn't get a first place on a single table. There were 5. I didn't get first place on any of them. I did well, but like I don't feel like a winner. Like I understand that I have the high of all the tables, but like I don't feel like I won. I feel like if you want my honest opinion, I feel like Scaoljo won the tournament. Week 1. He had 2 first places. Like he was kicking butt and taking names, right? And like and I'm looking at my scores and I'm like, yeah, like I kind of just fell by the wayside. Like, I mean, like if I really grinded, I could have pulled it out. But, and then I look back and it's like, oh, I won. Okay. Like that's what that was what I was saying a couple weeks ago, where it's like, between the difference between first and second, it shouldn't be 2%, but that is what it is. And that's kind of like why I'm kind of like almost glad that it happened that way, because it shows you exactly what I said, is that it's not about who's going to win, who's winning the tables. I didn't win a single table. I was consistently good across all of them, but that's because I grinded the ones that I was falling a little bit behind on, but I didn't excel at any of them. And it's just kind of sad because, I feel like a guy like,
the one thing I want to say about that is though, it's all about consistency though. You are consistently in the top couple, 1 or 2 players or 3 players. So, pinball is so much about consistency, and how can you do that? Can you do that live on camera? You might be able to do it at home when you're playing, but can you do it live? And you're ultra consistent.
Well, that's what I love about Battle of the Streamers is because you have to do that live. Like that
changes the whole game. It changes the whole game.
And that's like what I did on Battle of the Streamers. You guys saw like half of what I did on that whole tournament. You saw it, like my high score on ET, my high score on El Dorado.
It's different when you can play like 50 games. Like if you can play like 1 or 3 games, it's a big. The urgency is a lot different. What do you think, ChalataLove? Because you're an avid pinball player.
Yeah, I agree with TomatoGrass. I mean, you can get first place all the way across the boards, but I mean, if you don't, somebody that didn't win that many times first place is got a chance of getting first, and taking it away from somebody who really deserves it. Like TomatoGrass said, Scaoljo should have won. Scaoljo should have been first place on that. And I guess you got to look at it. The way I'm looking at it now is I'm not looking at it as first place or second place or I'm looking at it more as points. It's about points now.
It's all about points. It's 100% points.
Like, if you can average the points that you need to get to stay where you're at and keep going on the track that you're going.
Someone that really knows the absolutely deadly consistency of TomatoGrass would be House of Hounds.
Yeah.
I mean, you're just always deliver, and you're just so consistent. And when you watch someone that good, this is how if you really want to learn how to play virtual pinball, watching TomatoGrass, watching ChalataLove, watching some of the people that are streaming on YouTube, you're really going to learn how to play pinball way better. And they're gonna share all the tips, right? So we got DKO G73 stopping by. Good to see you, buddy. So,
right, and just like I said a couple weeks ago, Flipper Friends is what it is for me now. It's not like it's not so much about winning anymore. Like I'm gonna log my it's basically just like logging my attempts, because I've got second place on the IFPA, and I just don't want to lose that. But I'll it's basically just like a log of my attempts. I do want to win Theater of Magic, though, in case you guys haven't bought it yet. I know we're going to talk about it.
That is a fun one.
I'm obsessed with this thing. I played this all day.
Yeah,
we're going to get to that, I know, but I'm like chomping at the bit because it's amazing. So I do want to win that. So if somebody wants to beat me at that's where I'm going to be.
Yeah, but going back to that, if I'm talking about consistent pinball players, if I look at this list, if I look at this list of the top 10, these players always are delivering super high scores. If you look at this list, so
right. And at the end of the day, like the best players are gonna be up there. At the end of the day, the best players
are still going to be at the top list.
It just takes away from what I like about Battle of the Streamers.
It's not as many points if you win first, second, and third. It's how much points you get overall. Right?
Anybody could beat anybody, but it's just everybody's up there now.
Someone can win without even winning a game. Let's say they came in second in all the games, they'd probably win, right?
Yeah, thanks.
All I have to do is, if they came in second like TomatoGrass.
Yeah,
but anyway, there is a hack too. There's this great you can type this in, and you can see live your placement in the tournament against all the other players.
That's awesome.
Flippal.mikedg.com will take you to a kind of a portal link, and it will actually show the tournament scores by the minute. So when you're playing, you can use that to see how you're doing in the tournaments, which is exciting.
A huge thank you to Michael DB
Mike DG. Yeah, that tool.
Nicely done, bro.
Fantastic. Yeah. It leads me to wonder, why doesn't AtGames have that tool? It's so good. It's so useful. If you're playing a tournament, you want to know how you're doing, right? So I mean, it's so
you want to know how you're doing right now.
Yeah. How did that number one help me out? In this game or whatever.
That's the thing. It's like totally real time too. It's not like it's scraping like every hour.
Like delayed,
I'll put in the score and it's like it's there immediately.
It's instant. It's all on the computer. So it's kind of like I mean, I think this is a good progression though, from just like doing the contest and having it nothing, right?
It is better than nothing. Absolutely.
It's better than nothing. And I'm going to say this too. The other good thing about this is everyone has the same equipment. Like there's no one, if you have a faster video card, you don't have an advantage. Everyone has the same machine. So as far as for a competitive standpoint, this is perfect because there's no hacks. There's no cheating. I mean, the only cheating is how well you know the game. If you know, as you will point out on your videos all the time, if you know the game to the nth degree, there are ways you can kind of bend reality and stuff, but the average player, I'm just saying, it's set up where I think the average person does have a chance to actually rank into the rankings too, though. Because let's face it, you guys have been so good for so long. It's like people have to have a chance to be able to get.
I really made it out to be. Oh, go ahead, buddy.
Like TomatoGrass, I mean, he will show you what to do and how to be successful. But you got to do it.
You got to do it.
You got to do it. You don't perform, and you're not going to put up a score, and that's just it. But he'll show you the way.
Let me tell you, I was cussing during that Eldorado. There was many. I'll be wearing out another reset button.
Oh, hit that green again? The green on green?
Oh,
dude, like that. Like I think what was it you, Brad, that said like we were playing on Windows XP? Yeah,
yeah.
was
Some of
about
the,
right on that.
I have to ask, like, did they just like the torture? Some of these tables, like this table, was absolutely. It was like looking
brutal.
at. It was like looking at a comic book of a pinball machine that you played. I mean, the graphics look like they came from Windows XP.
That's
So, I mean,
literally perfect description.
I'm wondering. I'm sure they want us to get all the tables, but like, I mean, with the great tables we could be playing. That's why I run an independent pinball tournament where I pick which tables I play because I want to play stuff that, I really love, and that gives me that opportunity. So, did anyone else have anything else they wanted to say about the IFPA?
It's just
TomatoGrass?
I know that I said that I said I wasn't gonna do it, and like I'm really upset. I don't think it's like
still
it's
a top
not
player.
Implemented. It's not implemented as good as it could have. But I'm still gonna do it. I'm still gonna want it. I still want to do it. I still want to.
You're still number one.
Put my name out there. Yeah. So it's fun. Okay. At the end of the day,
it is fun.
It is fun. You know what I mean?
It is fun. It is fun.
It's a good way to have fun. But just know that, like, hey,
it's all about grinding.
Aware. Okay. I did not win a single table week one of that thing, and I won somehow. Okay. I get it. All right.
It rewards more than anything. It's going to reward consistently playing and doing well across every table. You have to do good on every table, or at least okay on every table. And that's tough to have that consistency because there's going to be tables you're just going to be a chore to play, right?
Yeah. Well, I tell you congratulations again on Eldorado.
Some are.
You put in the work on that one.
I put in the work on that one. So that being said, we're going to dive right into this real quick, the May calendar. One thing I don't like is like now we have no idea what Zen tables we get anymore. And that's very frustrating, I mean, you always used to have something to look forward to. It's like now we just don't know at all. Like there's something on the 14th, there's something on the 28th, but we don't know what Zen tables are coming, right? So how do you feel about that they don't tell us the Zen tables anymore?
Well, it's just really unfortunate because, for the half hour that we were able to see what the tables were, whether or not we were supposed to see that, everybody got an expectation in their mind of
high expectation.
Like think of like Star Wars, right? I thought in my mind I was like, okay, that's coming in May the 4th.
I thought we'd be playing Star Wars on May the 4th. May the 4th, right?
I thought for sure, but that day is going to come and go, and we're not going to have that.
We're not going to have our Star Wars.
That's going to piss a lot of people off. I'm sorry to say that, but that's like, I feel like a lot of people are like that aren't like totally connected on the internet, like on Facebook, but maybe they saw that picture at some point and like that's all they really know. And now they're just sitting there seething, going, "We're not getting Star Wars. We're not getting it." Like we might get it eventually, but the lack of transparency is striking.
Well, maybe it's too much transparency because they're telling us everything. Like, they showed us their whole year plan. I think it's not the lack.
I couldn't believe it when I saw it.
I think it is. There is no transparency. They literally showed us their plan throughout the entire year. So I think it's all.
I couldn't believe it when I saw it.
Overly.
That's why, I almost kind of like the way that it is now, where it's like you find out on Friday, like, hey, you're getting this, and then we get it like a couple days later. But just to clear the air, I'm totally happy with what we've been getting. Like people are like, man, it's not 1 week a year. And I'm like, okay, well, listen, we've gotten some amazing stuff.
Absolutely, 100%.
3 months.
100%.
Okay?
100%.
I am totally happy. So I'm not saying that this is like I'm not saying
they've averaged 6 tables a month since they started the 4KP. 6 tables a month average.
I am very happy. So we shall see what continues, but I'm okay with it.
We've got some good Zaccaria tables coming. Of course, Earth, Wind, Fire was released, Black Belt, Deluxe, Moonflight, and Shooting the Rapids. So that's 4 good Zaccaria tables. I've played them all already on Steam, so I'm pretty familiar with them. So that's pretty much the calendar that we're looking at. So it looks like some weeks we have a Zen table on Wednesday and a Zaccaria table on Thursday. And the hardest part about the Zens is we don't know what we're getting, right? I mean, that's the hard part. Yeah. So.
But I think anything that we get
anything from them is good. Yeah. They're definitely I think one of the leaders in as far as the pinball tables. I think they make some of the best tables. So anything we get,
it's a gold standard.
It's a gold standard. Thank you, ChalataLove. That's the words I was looking for.
Yeah.
Out of these 4 tables, I really like this Moonflight table a lot. It's super fun. I've played it a lot on Steam. Earth, Wind, and Fire was just dropped. I mean, I have not had enough time to dig into this table deep enough that I have a strong opinion yet. But what do you think of it, ChalataLove? You said you got some time to play on it.
Yeah, I got to play a little bit of it today. I like it. It's smooth. I don't understand it 100% right now. I'm still learning, exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. But I like the graphics of it. The graphics look really, really good, real nice, crisp, clean. The ball's moving around, as smooth. I would put this up against the pirate game. And
Sea of Thieves. You put it up against Sea of Thieves.
I think it's pretty close to Sea of Thieves.
Honestly, that's what I was thinking too. But I'm at the point where I haven't played it enough. I feel like I don't even want to give a review because I don't even know it well enough. And Sea of Thieves took a while for me to really appreciate because there's so much going on.
Yeah,
I feel like this table's a lot the same way. It's like a super deep table. Man, you have the books flipping pages. I've got pumpkins jumping up out of the play field. I'm like, what is going on in this machine,
Yeah, I quite don't get the pumpkins and what the hell they have to do with the table.
Man, it's like some kind of weird some kind of weird Harry Potter. Reminding me of Harry Potter a little bit, but a little bit darker,
Yeah.
But let's see. We have T. McCloskey, and he's telling us what table's next. He seems to be the person that has the information. He says Safe Cracker.
That's what I'm thinking too.
You think it's Safe Cracker? Okay.
Yeah, it's part of the same pack.
Yeah. We played that one in the Arcade Talk tournament. I'm not too good at that one, so that'll be one I'll have to learn. Okay, that's right. T. McCloskey is here. These Zaccaria tables, Moonflight and Shooting the Rapids are really great as well. So there's all 4 of these are good. So we're getting 4 good Zaccaria tables. And that's pretty much. And then of course we don't know on the Zens, but something from Zen. Important update for our valued community. Price adjustments are coming to Legends products starting as of now. This ensures long-term sustainability, innovation, and the quality you expect from AtGames. What do y'all think about them having to raise their prices? What do you think?
What I can tell you is I'm happy that my father, TomatoGrass Senior, upgraded his HD to a 4K last week. So he got his foot in the door before. But honestly, I see the prices go up. I think I said it a couple weeks ago. I thought they were going to be a lot more, but it's just it's unfortunate, and it's unfortunate for the people that aren't in here. But that's just the fact of the matter.
Here's my thinking on it though. They literally said prices are going up. Prices are going up. It's just a fact. They knew it. They gave plenty of warning. So if you just sat on your hands and didn't do anything, it is one way to look at it is if you already have a machine, the value of your machine just went up because now to get another one, it's going to be more expensive. But I'm
never selling my machine, Brad. So that means nothing to me.
Yeah. Well, you never know if they came out with the skin you had to have or anything.
Yeah.
But
I know what you mean.
Yeah. There's nothing like buying something, then it's worth half as much as when you bought it, right? I'm sure you bought
everything ever made,
everything ever made, like a car. ChalataLove knows, like a car. You drive it off the lot, it's worth half what you paid for it. So
pretty much.
it is, but it is expensive product, So it's going to be interesting to see how this pans out for them. As far as are they still going to be able to get sales with it being more expensive, And I'm just going to go over some of the prices. I did prepare some slides just real quick. We're not going to dwell on this too much, but just want to show some of the new prices. 4K pinball. These are the new prices. Your starters are $1,600. That's for just the bare bones. You got the premium starter for $2,099, and then they got, if you want the one with everything, essentially it's $2,349. It's pretty expensive. I mean, the prices have went up a good bit. And once you play with SSF kit, the starter SSF premium starter is what? $2,099, so $2,100. I mean, that's a pretty big jump. I mean, $300, right? At least jump. Do you think that's going to keep people from getting into the 4KP?
I mean, there's definitely going to be some people that just look at that,
just
and
the
fact
much.
that they haven't bought it yet, they're just going to be like, yeah, well now forget it, because you got
all the people that were go ahead.
All the people that haven't bought it yet were people that were on the fence, right?
They wanted it cheaper,
considering it, and now that it's expensive, now it's like, why would you? So I don't know the pluses and minuses of that. I just know that most of the people that were in the market for this have probably already gotten it. The only thing that is keeping it from a lot of people is that the fact that
there's all the prices again
in a big I think, what was it, in like Kohl's or something, but it wasn't like this. Like, I know when my dad
Kohl's
bought the HD, he bought it at Sam's Club. The only way he saw it was because it was at Sam's Club. Right?
Yeah,
I don't even know if this is I know this has gotten like Kohl's.
It's too premium. It's too expensive for Sam's, I think. I mean, the price point is so high.
Yeah,
but maybe Costco sold the Stearns. They sold Jurassic Park Stearns.
Well, that's what I'm saying is that the cost is the cost, but the exposure that they get from being in a big store like that
is good. Yeah, I agree.
Is what is selling the machine. And when they haven't had really that much like they did with the HD, the only way people were even considering this is that they already knew what it was, and if they didn't buy it yet, it was because they were on the fence because with this, that, or the other thing. Now they just raised it $300. Now most of those people are just going to be like, forget it. Forget it. I don't need it.
I think the people that were on the fence as well. I think the people that were on the fence, thinking about buying this, and then realized, oh, this thing's going to go up. I think they're more willing to pay the extra money for it because they were going to buy it and know they could have bought it before, but decided to wait. And they decided to wait for whatever reason it is. They decided to wait. And, if they really want this machine, they're going to pay the extra money. But somebody that's new in the market, I don't think they're going to spend that much money for it. I just don't.
The only thing I have to say about that is that this machine is kind of almost like it is a budget machine at the end of the day. And honestly, I think it is probably one of the best implementations of this virtual pinball. But I just feel
100%.
Like a lot of the people that are in the market for this are budget. Like they're looking at their expenses. They're not just like, oh, I'm just going to spend any dollar that it costs. I'm not saying that those people don't exist. They definitely do exist. There's going to be people that are going to buy this regardless of how much it costs, and they'll figure it, and they're going to buy it whenever they want. But you got to know that when they came out with this, especially more so the HD, but they upgraded with the 4K. But when the HD came out, it was a budget pinball. It was just like, hey, you can't have a mechanical.
Well,
you can have this. You can have the $800.
It was a Cold War with Arcade 1UP to see who could come up with the first mass-produced virtual pinball machine that was good. They were in a battle with Arcade 1UP to release, and of course, in one way they lost because they did not get Zen when they launched, right? But they had a superior machine in every other way, other than them not having Zen. The original HD was superior to the Arcade 1UP,
Oh, yeah,
absolutely.
By a lot. I mean,
it used the Android freaking version of the games. Right. Poor quality.
But it's
just 780p.
I was like, I don't want that. I don't want that. I know I'm not going to play that. It didn't call my name, so to speak. But when I saw that they were offering the 4K here in Canada, it was kind of a no-brainer, man. I mean, for the price, especially, it's a little bit more expensive here in Canada, but for the price and what you were getting along with everything else, the platform, the leaderboards and the flipper friends and everything else.
Games just keep coming, right? I mean, it's a nonstop stream of getting new games, new games to play that are good is a huge benefit,
I'm not disappointed at all in this purchase at all.
And on the arcade end of it, they're talking the HD that they have at Sam's now. If you get it from AtGames, it's $900.
Wow.
And if you get it from Sam's right now, it's $550. I was going to mention that. I actually did that slide for that. But Ballistic Coffee Boy's mentioning it too. The ALU HD, it's $550 at Sam's, $800 at the new price that they're going to have to sell these at. So, I'm just saying, if you wanted the ALU, it might not. I mean, if that's something you really wanted, the Sam's deal is still probably the best deal for a multicade. That's a complete multicade. Mikey Yoon feels that AtGames is pricing their target market out, and I kind of feel that because I feel like the one thing AtGames always had was really good hardware for cheap. I felt like the hardware was really good value.
Here's what I will say, Brad. When they originally came out with the HD, not saying they were directly competing with any of these other companies, but they were making probably the best product for the money, right? And then now when they came out with the 4K, they were stepping up their game. They're like, okay, we had this, now we're going to have this. And they got the Zen partnership, and we're going to have all this. And they've made it's a completely different product from what they went into the market with. They went into the market with this, now they have this.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And so deservedly, they feel like they're going to get more money for that, right? But when they came into the market, that wasn't who they were catering for. No. They were catering for the people that didn't have that kind of money. They were catering to the people that had this kind of money. And I understand that they want to expand, but I don't know. I'm not on their marketing team, so I don't know. But I just don't know how wide that market is. If you're gonna try to get you're gonna try to charge this, but you originally wanted this, all of the people that were supporting you, they don't that you don't have and I know that when we originally were doing the Flipper Friends with 4K, a lot of the HD people felt like they were getting left out because they're well, I supported this company, but it's they don't support me anymore because they're just doing all the they're going up here now. So I'm not saying
well, here's the thing.
I'm not saying they've lost their way, but I just don't know I don't know
on the flip side of that, the last thing I want them to do is to make it cheaper and lower the quality, because the quality of everything is what makes the AtGames 4KP so good. The fact that you got a nice big back glass with a beautiful monitor, you've got a good screen, and the quality of everything is where it needs to be. So
absolutely.
Once for me, I don't want to see them come out with a cheaper model that isn't as good, because it's not going to be the same experience.
You can't do that because they've made something that's so awesome. I am so, believe me, I am counting my lucky stars. I am so thankful that I have this behind me. And even a guy like my dad, he bought it before they did the price increase. I'm thankful that we have that. But it's just now that the fact has come to fruition that they're gonna be charging more for what is behind me. It's really unfortunate because I just don't know how many people are gonna spend that much money. But it is amazing, and I don't want that. At this point, they can't. They're not gonna make something cheaper. They've already tried that. Look, they already tried that. Okay, Brad. They tried saying, hey, if you don't want OTG,
they did that.
We're not going to offer the support. And look at the
backlash.
Crazy. Are you kidding me? Unbelievable!
Unbelievable! The outrage. They gave it for cheaper.
It was.
They've tried doing that. There's nothing they can do at this point. So that's where they're at. I hope that it works out for them. But at the end of the day, I'm really happy with what I got. And if you haven't bought it yet, man. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. The prices went up.
I think the fact that people are starting to hold on to their money and not spending on the things that the little extra things, or the thing. Oh, I've always wanted that and stuff.
The wants instead of the needs, right?
Right now, they're saving their money. They're not spending anything. They're holding on, and they're waiting to see what the hell is going to happen. Period.
Absolutely, 100%. What do you think, Nix?
Well, I totally echo that statement. You're pricing people out of the gaming market. Things are going up everywhere across the board, really, and people are going to hold on to their money. So,
one thing I want to talk about: there's a lot of misinformation seems to be going around about the prices, though. People are throwing out that it's $3,000 for the most deluxe model. Here's the most deluxe model with the SSF.
Canadian would be.
Canadian.
Okay, maybe Canadian. But, I mean, it's not $3,000 US. It's $2,349.98. That is the most deluxe model. That has the topper. It has the SSF kit. It has all the features and the most tables they offer. So that $3,000 price was another YouTuber said that, and that's not really accurate because that's not what it costs. But it is more expensive than ever before, which is scary, because I want to see the community continue to grow. They're playing the pinball. So we'll go to let me put us all back on, and we're gonna go to the next slide.
Absolutely.
The Legends Ultimate 4KP has been put on hold. Opinions on that? Who wants to go first? Nix, you want to go first? Who wants to go first on this? Nobody.
Why are they putting out a 4KP? What the hell is the difference between 4KP and HD? It's not a better screen. It's not a better anything.
Yeah.
It's the same damn thing. It's just
that's the hard part. Is like
retro games.
Most retro games were like what 720 at the most. Not even 720. They were 800 by 600 on arcade monitors.
You don't need it. There's no reason to even put that out there. And I have a feeling that people are going to realize that, and nobody's going to want to buy that.
Yeah.
It'd be a
480i arcade games.
Yeah, you don't need that.
We're gonna make Atari 2600 look really good in 4K.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
I want to see Yar's Revenge is going to be popping. It's going to be popping.
Asteroids, they're built-in games, right?
I want to see every
pixel
stuff of ET's neck when he's raising up out of that pit into the ground, right?
Absolutely.
So I mean, this might have been a blessing in disguise, though, in my opinion, because there was a lot of dislike of it from the get-go. People didn't like the art. People didn't see a need for it, right? So maybe this is a good thing, maybe this was not ready. Maybe it's not the time to do this, in my opinion. What do you think, TomatoGrass? I see you shaking your head.
No, I am agreeing with ChalataLove. I just don't understand why it was even a thing to begin with. What's wrong with the HD? Tell me what the upgrade is between this and the HD. What's the upgrade? Why?
Well, 4K screen, they would be able to run pinball games on it.
Okay. On a game that ran on 120p? Come on now. It's an art. It's just an art. It's just stand-up arcade. You don't need it's not like these pinball machines where it's some of the games are where you're looking at really finite details.
Yeah. According to AtGames, it's not canceled. It's on hold. It's on hold. It's on hold. And, it gives them more time to redesign it. Maybe think about, what niche is this going to fulfill? What's the purpose of having a 4K arcade? And there are people that will take a giant television, right, and they'll make an arcade. So there's gigantic arcades you can get as well. Custom builders make them. But, I mean, I feel like this doesn't have a clearly defined niche. They have to find the right niche for this. Show us what it can do, right? That's the hard part. When you say, well, what am I going to be able to do this if I can't do on my arcade? What's the upgrade, right? You have to have a clear reason to upgrade, Yeah.
I mean, there's a huge difference between the HD pinball table and the 4K pinball table. Night and day.
Completely different machine.
Absolutely, night and day. This, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing with
and they were looking to charge the same percentage difference too. That's why it's you got to make it if you're gonna make a 4K machine, dude, it has to. I don't even know what you could do. but it would have to be something that would absolutely
The
blow
only thing I
my
can think
mind.
Modern games with 4K.
Yeah.
Of course,
You got to be able to play
modern
modern games. That's what I would think too. I mean, all these new games that are coming out now, and they're not
100% DKOG 7.3.
The graphic card probably costs more than the damn machine does.
That's right. That's the hard part. The more your resolution goes up, the more horsepower you need. You know, I mean, I bought a $1,300 OTG computer. Does nothing but play pinball on my AtGames Pinball, and it literally is just that one purpose, because you need to get that good video card, right? If you want to get a good experience, you know.
I guess you gotta have something to sell.
So I mean, failure to launch, right? I mean, it's just not going to happen because for many reasons, but it might be a blessing in disguise, because I feel like the marketing, it wasn't clear enough, like to what people are going to use this for. So next thing, Legends Platinum program is over. I never really used this. Did you use this at all? The Legends Platinum program? I don't think I ever used it for anything. Apparently it was a discount. I think it was some kind of special discount they offered for customers that spent a ton of money with AtGames. But I never really used it, so that doesn't really faze me. That's not me. And of course we have, this is what? New upcoming Legends pinball tables. This is the pinball table release calendar. We have Earth, Wind, and Fire, Black Belt Deluxe. We have One Zen, Moonflight, which is great. Can't wait for that one to get on AtGames. That's a great table. Another Zen that we don't know. And then, so that's what? 6 tables. That's pretty strong. 6 tables in 1 month is good, right?
Huh?
What is that Shooting the Rapids? Like, is it like the deluxe or something?
Yeah, it's a deluxe version. These games are fun. I mean, I've played them all. I have videos of them all on my channel.
Anybody who hasn't played the Shooting the Rapids remake that is already on, like I think Zaccaria pack like 10. One of the best tables on the 4K.
Yeah.
Like, that's why, like, I almost like I'm not saying I have high expectations for that if it's a deluxe, but like, man, the remake it was one of the first tables that I played on the 4K that blew my mind. I was like, dude, this is amazing.
I saw you guys playing it and I was like, I've got to play this table. This looks
it's great, man.
And it was a blast. I dig it.
Yeah.
I appreciate you playing that game and showing and opening my eyes to older tables. And you've done that.
Here because like, you know, you had all these tables to vote on, because season 3, I'm kind of I'm talking about all the stream. Season 3, I'm kind of taking the rank, like if it ever comes off the ground. I was like, you know, we're gonna play these tables. But season 2, we had voted on them, and I had all these other tables like Shooting the Rapids Deluxe Remake and Space Shuttle Remake. Like, some of these remake tables are unbelievable that Magic Pixel made that no one plays them. And I'm like, why? Like, and that's why, like, when we're doing Flipper Friends, that's the kind of stuff they need to be like putting
instead of the Gottliebs. I agree.
We don't need to be playing pistol poker and that. Put out we're gonna play Space Shuttle Remake this week and have people play
Shooting the Rapids.
You also got to look at it as the games that they have put out, like the Zen games, man, dude. Just like this last like Theater of Magic. When they put out Theater of Magic, I didn't give a crap about Flipper Friends anymore. I didn't want to play.
No, it was tough. It was tough to get back into the groove.
Yeah, and I was just like,
okay, I'm going to ask you a question.
I want to play this really, really cool one, and that's sad. That sucks. And that's why I'm super appreciative of you showing the tables, some of the older tables, and how much fun that they can be.
They can be a lot of fun. And it's not always graphics.
I mean, that's opened my eyes tremendously.
Yeah. I'm just going to do a quick poll. Okay, we're going to do either a thumbs up or thumbs down, and we're all on camera. Does this list of tables look better than Primal Carnage?
Deluxe or retro?
All this. Primal Carnage, the whole thing.
I honestly think
I like the retro
is one of the best things they've done
compared to
the last couple months. Hey,
I
you know
hear
what?
you.
But
Well,
I'll say thumbs
when you
up.
compare it to Moonflight or Shooting the Rapids Deluxe, you're going to be pleasantly surprised how much better these are.
We shall see.
You're gonna you let me know. You let me know. I'm already playing.
I'll
these,
let you
so
know.
I can tell you. You let me know.
You know how I feel.
like
I wear my
you'll-
emotions on my sleeve.
Man, you'll give us the truth. You'll tell us exactly. You shoot from the hip, and I like that. Okay. Way too fast for you says Magic Pixel better release next gen table soon enough with the flippers and the floaty physics and boring DMD. I agree. They could update. They're all updated on Steam. They're great.
And the post,
Brad,
you're in the post.
The
Brad,
post in the middle.
this is what has perplexed me with Flipper. Okay, whenever they play Zaccaria tables, and I know this is totally my opinion.
I thought it was Zaccaria.
Whenever they play Zaccaria tables, they're always playing the old EM.
Yeah, don't give us those. Give us the good ones.
They play Gottlieb tables, but Magic Pixel and
Zaccaria
like,
ones.
they've made like new stuff, like Shooting the Rapids remake, Space Shuttle remake. We haven't played any of those.
Give us the new, the good
Why?
stuff. Why?
Why
I'm
have
saying
you
like, why are they picking the tables they picked is just mystery me. Speaking of this is the list. This is the list. This is the list. I mean, this is the list of tables right here. These are all the Flipper Friends tables.
Look at the bottom third of all of those. There is not a single. I know a lot of people probably disagree with me. That's fine. You can disagree with me. But the fact that if you look at every single one of those tables in that list, go from the where they have the date line, look down. Is there a single remake or deluxe table on any of those? There isn't. Why? Because you got to know that like that's a selling point for a lot of those packs. People are buying Zac Pack 10.
Well, you're talking about like the remake. They have the deluxe. They have Earth. These are all deluxe, but they don't have the remake tables, which are really good. I like the remake tables a lot.
We're playing Shooting the Rapids. What is that? We're Shooting the Rapids retro. Oh, I can't wait for that one. Yeah.
Is it retro? No, Shooting the Rapids.
Yeah, that's the retro one. It's not.
It says retro.
It's not the good one.
Does it
the
say?
Retro one?
It says retro.
Oh no, but that one. But on the next week we're playing the deluxe one. I see. Yeah, I think like
deluxe, but not the remake one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's because it's a new one. They want people to buy it.
There's definitely some dogs. There's definitely some dogs in the pound, right? There's some dogs in here that are going to be tough. It's going to be brutal to play and get a good score.
I can't wait to play Homeworld, by the way. Oh, that's a highlight right there.
Well, you know what? They
Wild West
need to
Rampage.
Rescue 911 off of week 8 because Rescue 911 is broken and it doesn't work and you can't load your damn scores on Rescue.
Hey, I told you how to do that and you did it.
You did, and I was able to get my score to go.
That's right. That's how you got to do it.
We got the real creamer coming in hot. He says, let's be real. There's monetary incentive for AtGames and picking which tables are in Flipper Friends.
Absolutely.
You know,
100%.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not dying to play Hippie. I can tell you that. Or any of the retros, you know.
But that's why it's like, if there is that monetary incentive, like, I don't know what pack that Hippie is in.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that there's probably a remake table in there that might actually be kind of awesome. And we're just like, they're pretending like they don't even exist.
I just bought that pack recently for Flipper Friends. I think the week before or something or another, but I don't know. I saw it and was like, oh, that's awful.
I mean, they got, and that's the thing. You know, you're playing so many too. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tables each week. It's a lot. So like, it forces you not to get good at any one of them. I find if I have just 1 or 2 tables, I do better because I can focus more and really get into learning them more.
Oh yeah.
And but that's a whole nother topic.
Yep.
If we should be playing 5 as opposed to like 1 or 2. That was it. So that was it. And here's the sale. Oh wait, there's no sale. That's it. But
no sale.
Let's talk about the sale. Here's the sale for you. Subscribe. Anyway, you know, I just want to be clear. I love AtGames. I mean, I love playing pinball. I love what they've given us. They've given us a great community. They've given us a lot of great pinball tables to play. I do appreciate them. And I wish them luck. It's going to be tough for these companies with all these changes that are going on. And I think AtGames, they try to be as transparent as they can be, sometimes to their own detriment, right? Because they're not always correct, on what's going to happen in the future. So, hey, we got the Game Freak here. Welcome to the stream. We got Steps Gaming with a shout out.
Hey, look at that guy.
Subscribe.
How's it going, Steps?
NixReviews. What do you think about that? What do you think about that, Nick? So subscribe to NixReviews.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Yeah, subscribe. Sure. NixReviews. Awesome. Right on.
We've got a special. I made some special videos. Hold on. Let me play the first one. Okay. Here we go. Here's the first one.
Well, Papa Brad's a gaming. He's got passion in his soul. From pinball tables to Atari, he's always in control. He's a master of retro gaming. The old school style's his thing. With every flick of the joystick, you can hear the twang ting. Stay legit, Papa Brad, keep the high school living. From the classic arcades to the AtGames Pinball board. With the Atari 2600, your love for games will never quit. Stay true yourself, Papa Brad, and always stay legit.
Anyway, there you go. There you go. A little eye candy for you. Little eye candy for you. Thank you so much. So let me get back. We got to get back on. Okay, so let's see what we're talking about. Did we? No, now we still got to show. Talk about the tables. Did you got a chance to play the Earth, Wind, Fire?
Earth, Wind, Fire.
Is that it? Earth, Wind, Fire.
Yeah.
What'd you think about that one, ChalataLove?
I like it. I can't say a whole lot about the gameplay. I haven't really dove into it super deep, but I like the flow of the game. The graphics of the game look really, really cool. The sounds, some of the shout outs are really awesome. So I can't wait to play it a little bit more.
Yeah. I waited off on reviewing it because I feel like I can't give it justice till I have time to really get into it deep. Because I feel like it's like Sea of Thieves, But we're just gonna look at 50 seconds of it. So it's a 50-second video. Here we go.
Ancient Magic Strike.
Frog minigame. Hit those spot targets 2 times. Claw minigame. Hit bottom rollovers 4 times.
Bonus times 4.
And there's Earth, Wind, Fire. So they just
Brad. How do they make a game named Earth, Wind, and Fire and they don't release it in September?
I don't know.
Bad marketing.
That's one they kind of just threw out there too.
It's a terrible joke, but I had to throw it out there.
There was no idea that this was going to be released. They were just like, oh, and we're also releasing Earth, Wind, Fire. But
surprise!
I'll take it. But I mean, there's no like a heads up. This one's coming out, right? Of course, Black Belt Deluxe is later on this month. I'm going to play just a few seconds of it.
Your skills or remain the student. Prove yourself. Pushing forward.
Yeah, that's just a quick little eyeful. I got the videos on my channel, but you could see that table. It looks pretty good. What do you think of the looks of that? TomatoGrass, what do you think about the black belt?
Well, I
It's
mean,
tough.
I guess I'll have a better opinion when I play it, but I like the original black belt. I mean,
you like the original black belt? Yeah, I actually enjoyed playing that one with the
here's
terrible
the thing, right?
sound. The sounds are terrible.
I can say that because I
fun to
played
play.
it, right? But you know, I know in the same coin, I'm like, we don't play any of the remakes. We are, I guess. I'm saying remakes. I think remakes and deluxes are kind of in the same echelon.
Yeah, the remakes are the ones I like a lot too. The remake and deluxe are my favorites.
I like, and that's why it's just like, dude, I'm not trying to bring the whole conversation back another tier.
Yeah,
but like, I really wish we were exposed to more of those, man. That's what like, and I know I'm biased. That's what I played when I originally bought this machine.
That's the good stuff.
Because I wasn't playing, like, just in case anybody isn't like on the same play field, right? When I bought this machine, it was back in like last like April, May, June. We couldn't play the Zen tables. Okay, this was before they fixed it. Okay, and and people are saying like, oh, they didn't really fix it. Okay, believe me, they fixed it. Okay, they like that theater of magic you see loaded up over there. It's absolutely amazing. Okay, totally, you can play it. All right, but when I originally bought my machine, I couldn't really play those. So I was playing a lot of the stuff that the HD players had, but I fell in love with those remakes, and like that's why I'm looking at Flipper Friends. I'm like, why? Like,
why aren't we playing the remakes?
Not even one.
Not even one.
One.
Not even one TomatoGrass. You're right. You're right. When you're right, you're right. You know.
But to answer your question, so that's black belt like deluxe. Like I'm looking at that, going like, well, you know, I played back black belt the original. I guess it's okay. I'll see what I feel about that. They're gonna put that in the Flipper Friends, but they're only putting that in because they want people to buy it.
Yeah. That pack, whatever pack it's in.
They want you. Got to play all five, Brad. You got to play all five.
5 tables. Okay.
Being honest.
You're just being honest, and that's good. We appreciate your honesty. So once again, this is the site for that Flipper Friends. If you want to look up your scores, I'll just have that scroll for a second. You know, I
Very
feel
nice
like
work.
There it goes.
I'm looking forward to black belt. You know, it looks cool. I hope it's as fun as the original ones. You know, I mean, that's all I can hope for.
I just jotted down some things I thought they were doing that I thought they were doing right, actually. And I think if anything, they're overly transparent, sometimes to their own detriment, because it makes us angry when things don't happen. I'm glad they're giving us tournaments and the IFP rating. I'm glad that we do get gradual improvements in the machines, and the 6 tables a month with them having Zen and Magic Pixel, I think are all things that I'm glad for, and they're doing pretty much right. So,
Brad, now that we're talking about a new Magic Pixel table, can you do me a favor and can you put me full screen for like 30 seconds? Because this is my plea. You can label this as TomatoGrass Rant 3. Okay,
TomatoGrass Rant 3.
This is my plea to Magic Pixel. Okay, whoever is in charge of the department over there at Magic Pixel, it's probably who knows how many people are there. Whoever's in charge over there of the design department, could you please try to make one table, one without a center post on
just
it?
one.
One, please. One without a freaking center post. You've done it for years and years and years.
No center face. Sans post.
Jar, and you just keep going in there. Center post, center post, center post, center post. Make one table without it. Just try, okay? Some of the greatest tables ever made.
No center post.
If you go onto like what is it, like Pinside, like there's a website that has like the 20 greatest pinball tables ever made. How many of them have a center post? Okay, how many? You can count them on one hand, probably. And I understand the center post is kind of like a nod to like what pinball used to be. I mean, it's called pinball, right? It's called pinball because it used to be pins all over the table. There was a pin in the center, okay? That's why it's called pinball. I understand that it's a nod to that. But love of God, stop making center posts. Just stop. It's terrible. It's a horrible mechanic. It ruins it. Like from the middle of the playfield down, it ruins the flow of the table. Just stop doing it. Like literally, there is no reason. You could literally take it out. Every single table they've made in the past year, 2 years, you could take that out, and it would probably be a way better table. Just stop doing it, please. Nobody cares what I have to say over there. Right?
Well, they care. We're going to hear.
But just know that there's one person here that is begging you, stop doing it. Okay, you've wrung it dry to the god freaking bone, bro. You've wrung that honey hole dry.
Pun intended. The honey hole. Yes, absolutely.
Stop. That's all. So that's my rant. That is my rant for the night. You can label it in your video. But for crying out loud, I am so tired of it, dude. I'm literally on stream playing like this last natural history pack.
Oh, it's so frustrating.
Why is there a center post?
Because with it having a bigger gap, sometimes you have to let it hit the post.
One last thing, what you're saying, Brett, it's on par with what you're saying. One last thing is the fact that they didn't implement the center post the way that it's supposed to be. Look at a table like Lights, Camera, Action or Wipeout, or even I don't think it was El Dorado. I think even had one, right? The center post is there as your last chance. The ball is coming straight down the middle, and it's your last chance to save it. It is not supposed to be part of the play of when the ball is coming down to the flippers. It is not supposed to be half the time the ball is coming down to the flipper. You're like, well, is it going to hit the post or not? It's supposed to be there because it's your last chance. And like,
absolutely.
So that is my one last thing. If AtGames is like going to die on this hill, not AtGames, Magic Pixel. Okay, if Magic Pixel is going to die on this hill that they want to have a center post, at least one time try to make a game where the post isn't going up and down in the whole freaking game. And because you know when they make that mechanic where the post is going up and down like this the whole game, the flippers aren't like this. They're like this.
Yeah, they're
have
really
to
wide.
Make that space that big because otherwise there wouldn't be enough room for the freaking post. So if you're going to die on the hill of making a post, put the flippers a little closer together and make the post down here. It's your last chance. It's the last
Don't make it
chance
move up and
to
down.
save that ball.
Oh my goodness!
That's what I have to say, and I've really wanted to say
Well
that
done.
for a long time because it has grinded my gears
since
the day I bought this freaking machine. I cannot stand the center post. It was cool for like if they put it in for like one table or two tables, but then you buy 10,
all the tables
15,
don't need them.
20 tables, and it's
all of them have
single
center
time.
posts. I agree.
It's too much.
You know what gets to me is
go.
the DMDs with the swirlies and rainbows and the transitions.
Oh, don't get me started on that.
Don't even get me started on the DMD. The DMD is like it'll be a game about pirates and they'll be like rainbow swirlies.
Copy
and
and paste.
It's like copy and they need a totally
mushrooms, man. Stop the swirls. Stop the swirls. Jeez.
And unfortunately, that's the only like in my criticism that I will give to that new table is that it does have the older style transitions still, and I think the new ones, from what I remember playing them, they did change a little bit, and they're not as a cut and paste. They're not spamming it as hard as they were, so the new ones do look better. But I think it's the last one we're gonna have to deal with that. So, look what happened. They just fired the post guy. They just fired him. He got his walking papers.
Listen, that's just how I feel. And I gotta imagine I'm not the only person. Like, obviously, I'm gonna be super animated talking about it because I just want to.
Because you have passion,
but
which is great.
I know that some people probably even if they don't even know, they might load up a Magic Pixel table, the new one, right? Because Battletoads and Killer, who knows if we're going to get Killer Instinct, right? But they're going to load up Battletoads and they're going to see the center post and they might not even notice it. But they're going to be like, man, this kind of just seems like the same old thing. That's why. It's because literally from the center of the playfield down, you are playing Magic Pixel's tired design for the past 3 years. Every single table they've made has that same bullcrap. Like, why are they not trying to do something different? Like,
let's take a look. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this. I want to see if it has a center post. Now you got me curious. I want to look at that. I want to see if this has a.
Stage 1 complete. Boss Walker. Hit the flashing match.
It's right there.
Turbo tunnel loop. What a rush.
It's got a center post.
I could have told you that one.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my god!
But you know what? People say that, like, hey, you know, that's Magic Pixel's thing. They just do a center post. But my answer is, why?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. As a gameplay mechanic, as an avid pinball player, it forces you. There are times when you're going to, because the gap is wider, you're going to use the center post and just count on it hitting it. You know, at least I do.
Completely changes.
It changes how you play. If you're playing at a higher level.
And the fact that it's like, they're like, I could understand if they were doing it over here or over there, but the fact that they just chalked it up to that's just what we do. So what you're telling me is you have no, like, you can do whatever you want in the top or half of the play field, but if you make every single table have a center post in the bottom half of the play field, I'm sorry, but every single game is gonna play 75% the same way. Like, every single time a ball comes down to the flippers, you're gonna have to go, is that gonna hit the center post?
It costs $1 more per table pack.
Is that center post down or is it up? That's terrible mechanic. That's not what I want to be.
I really don't like the ones that move up and down. That's the ones that drive me the most nuts.
Well, that's every single one, Brad. I don't know. Like, that's
there are tables that don't like you were saying, Wipeout. The post doesn't move at all. It's stationary.
Well, yeah, because that's a Gottlieb table. That was a real design.
It does not have to work like that. Is what I'm saying. The post doesn't have to move. You know,
that's what that was like at the very end of my rant. That's what I'm saying. Like, if they want to die on that hill, at least try to make a game where you put the post a little farther down, and you put the flippers a little down. Bring it back to the whole purpose of the post is that it's your last chance, not a whole thing where it's going to change the whole gameplay.
Hey, TomatoGrass, do you think it's just laziness of not wanting to recode that, or do you think that's just their calling card?
I think it's a little bit of both. I honestly think that, you know, I mean, I don't have the answer, but I mean, I bet you if I was over there at Magic Pixel's headquarters where they're going to, all right, we got to design a new table today. And you got the whiteboard behind you. Pretend like my blinds are the whiteboard. You know, you ever watch like what is it, Office Space, where they got planning to plan, like some bull crap up there? It almost seems like Magic Pixel's thing is like, okay, we're gonna start from the center post, and then we're gonna go with the slingshots, and then we'll go with the ramps. Yeah. I don't understand what, like, I know that sounds like ridiculous, but dude, look at every single table they've made in the past 5 years. Like, I don't know if it's lazy. I honestly think it is lazy. If you want my honest opinion, I think it's just laziness. I think every single table they're gonna make, they just go, well, it has to have a center post. I mean, that's just
you gotta have a center post, right?
Because if that wasn't their attitude, then why have they done that? Why have they done it every time? That's not just like, if it was like,
it's their calling card, right? I think Nix is like, they feel like that's something that they do well, is the center post. But you're saying maybe try not with the center post, or at least have it where it's not moving. Yeah, center post.
It gets in the way of my shots. Sometimes.
No one's a fan apparently. So you're welcome.
Not a fan.
Okay. So
there's your rant, buddy. But like, I
that
really
was a great rant.
Say that though, because like it's just something.
It's good to exercise the demons. Exercise the demons.
Well, there's other ways around it. You can have a ball save that's activated, and then you just relaunch the ball
save.
Right?
Modern pinball.
And they already have a ball save. I don't understand. Like every table they have a ball save. Like it's just like, what are they?
I don't need a center post to keep the action going. Just launch the ball again.
Okay, so. We're almost through this is mainly going to be AtGames because this is where a lot of the news is. But the other thing, of course, we got Theater of Magic. What do y'all? We'll just go one at a time. What do you think of the game? ChalataLove, Theater of Magic. Give me your opinions.
I mean, there's not a whole lot to say. It's number one on my
S tier. Would you say it's S tier, top of the top? Top, absolutely
top,
one of the best tables, 100%.
It's buttery smooth. It's fast and accurate.
Super fun and super fun.
Yes, I would say it's a
high
masterpiece.
scoring. What do you think?
Absolutely, it's a masterpiece because of the flow of the table. You can just sit there and just hit those ramp shots just over and over, left, right,
massive
left,
points,
left,
multi-ball.
Yeah, you're just activating
gimmicks. You know, the trunk. You know, the levitating trick, all kinds of gimmicks. The saw.
Absolutely.
What do you think, TomatoGrass? Are you? What do you think of that table? Because I know you're an avid
Theater of Magic has really made me question what are my 3 favorite tables on the 4K. Because like I thought I knew, and then I played this, and I'm like, well, I mean, that's kind of got to be up there because it excels at table design. It excels at sound design. Like the whole, like when you're playing the game,
SSF
like,
is great.
One of the
everything is firing on all cylinders.
Everything. Yeah.
One of the common things I've heard about it is that the game's too easy. Well, I don't think that's really a thing because it might be easy to get to the wizard mode, but that doesn't mean that it's bad. It means how many times are you going to get there? You know, and that's honestly, I think, is a good thing because, you know, there's some players. Listen, some of the players are not at the skill level that me or Nix or ChalataLove or Papa Brad are at, right? Let them get to a freaking wizard mode one time in their life, okay?
It's going to be like fishing.
There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, if we have to get there 6-7 times in a game, I don't think that means that the game is just, it's just too easy. I think it just means that, that's the fact of the matter. But the game is unbelievable, and like Nick said, it's literally a masterpiece. It's made me question what my top 3 are on this 4K. I don't know because it originally was, I think, like Creature and Twilight Zone and Medieval Madness, but it's definitely better than
all Williams tables.
3. I don't know.
All Williams tables too.
Get Fishtails, man.
Fishtails is great.
And that was the thing because I know I commented on that on Chaotic stream last night, and I was like, "Wait a minute, what about Fishtails?" And I'm like, "Oh, Fishtails!
I love Fishtails.
I don't know.
So fun.
Like, I can't make a top 3 anymore. I have to make like a top 10.
Top 10,
so many,
at least a 10. There's so many good ones.
There's so many.
So many good Williams tables.
But I tell you, Theater of Magic is at the top for me. It is right there right now.
I would, it would be if I had to die on a hill, I would say it's a top 3. It's just tough though because like every time we get a new one of these Williams tables, right? When we got that pack that had Medieval Madness and the Getaway, I would have sworn that the Getaway was probably in my top 5.
It's a fun table,
and it is. It's great.
It's great.
I'm not going to talk.
There's nothing wrong with the Getaway.
Believe me,
but it's not Theater of Magic.
Not Theater of Magic either, though. Yeah, I agree.
How much in the next month are you going to play the game, right? And that's why, like, I'm reserving my right to have my total opinion on Theater of Magic until I get.
I'm giving my opinion
because I've actually never played this game. I'd never played it.
I played it in the arcade, man, and it is.
I played the real machine. Yeah,
it's such a fast table, and you feel like you're a pro when you're a novice because you're just sitting there and it's just like, I'm hitting those ramps, and it's such a blast. And the multi-ball modes too. Oh.
It is so awesome though. I've enjoyed. I've only played it today. I've enjoyed my time. I played it all day, and that's rare. Playing one table all day for me is rare.
That's because it's
for a
so
table
good.
to take that much of my time, it has to be pretty freaking good.
Yeah, agree.
So I had a long video. It was probably too long for YouTube. So I cut it down. I cut it over in half, and I'm just going to show people some footage of why everybody loves Theater of Magic. This what this video is called. And if y'all need a little drink or anything, it'd be a good time. I'm going to play a quick little video.
All right.
Come back.
Say no more.
The next topic, okay? Let's do it. Go. Hey everyone, welcome back to Papa Brad's Gaming, your home for arcade and pinball passion. Today, we're diving into the Pinball Classic Theater of Magic. Now brought to life by Zen Studios on the AtGames Legends 4KP pinball machine. If you love magic, mystery, and mind-blowing ramps, this one is a must-play. Let's take a closer look at one of the most beloved Valley pinball tables of the 90s, now on the AtGames Legends 4KP. Let's start with a quick look of the trailer from AtGames. A huge thank you to AtGames for providing me with this table for the purpose of review.
The second ball is locked. The theater awaits.
Theater of Magic first hit arcades in 1995, and to no surprise, it's considered a top-tier pinball by collectors and fans alike. Let me tell you, it looks fantastic. Playfield art pops, lighting looks great, and that magical atmosphere of Theater of Magic is completely preserved. What really stands out here is the attention to detail. Zen has done an amazing job capturing the feel of this original table. The ball physics, smooth and responsive, flippers tight and accurate, it feels like real pinball. This is an awesome table, and it is a must-buy. One of the great Zen Williams classics that Zen knows everyone is going to be chomping at the bit to get their hands on. As you can see from this close-up footage, they did a fantastic job with the playfield of this table.
Welcome to the Theater of Magic.
Let's talk features, because this table is absolutely packed with features. You've got a spinning magic trunk at the center of the action, secret ball locks, amazing ramps, and those voice callouts are pure Valley nostalgia. Welcome to the Theater of Magic. Sends shivers down your spine every time. The modes are fun, the flow is buttery smooth, and that magical illusion theme is totally immersive. Here's where the 4K Legends really shines. There's nothing like playing pinball on a cabinet. With its dual screens, amazing SSF sound, AtGames and Zen Pinball are delivering a great Williams Valley pinball experience with this table. You're getting a premium pinball experience right in your game room. With AtGames updated hardware, there's no compromise. This game runs flawlessly and looks better than ever. This is digital pinball done right, whether you're a veteran pinhead or just discovering the magic of classic tables. This version of Theater of Magic is a perfect example of why we love pinball. It's fast, it's fun, and it has you keep coming back for one more game. So here's the verdict. Theater of Magic by Zen Studios on the AtGames Legends 4KP is an absolute winner. It's faithful to the original, enhanced for modern play, and it is just plain fun. If you're a fan of theatrical flair, deep gameplay, and classic Valley pinball, this table deserves a spot in your collection. This is a must-have if you have an AtGames 4KP.
Shoot for the captain ball.
Welcome, chosen. You now stand before the very source of power. Behold, the magic. man has sought to control the mystical forces of magic. This omnipotent machine can give you that which you desire most. The theater of magic will test your mettle as it guides you through the realms of the occult. If you perform well, you may rise to master magician, but it will not be easy. As an apprentice, you are ready. All of these mysterious devices await your commands. Don't be afraid. Embrace the machine and fulfill your destiny. Look into the mirror as you enter the theater. Now use the magic trunk. Strike it with the silver sphere. Excellent. Your power is growing, novice. Can you open the trapdoor, cross the void, and mentally force the sphere to obey your commands? Yes. Concentrate and use your mind to awaken the spirit ring. You've done it. Only a talented journeyman could accomplish that. Strike the captured sphere and escape the teeth of the screaming tiger's saw. You have come a long way and your skill is great, magician. But do you have the power to become a master? These death-defying illusions must all be performed flawlessly before you can earn the chance to attempt mastery. Are you worthy? Are you strong enough? Do you have the magic?
Yes, I have the magic.
And so a new legend was born. The young woman truly believed. For that fact alone, the theater of magic granted her immortality, bestowed her with powers beyond imagination. The time has come for another legend.
Act magic. Shoot for the magic trunk. You must concentrate.
Do you have the magic?
There you go. Theater of Magic. So what you guys think?
It's a good hype video, man. That's me.
It's got you hyped, huh?
It's
pretty amazing.
I want to go play. I want to go play it now.
I know. Well, we're gonna speed through the rest of it. Yeah, I know. I want to play too now. I got golf to play, but
I got breaking news. Breaking news. Sacro has now taken #1 spot, I guess, here in the tournament rankings. Nice.
Oh, awesome.
Nice.
Good job.
I don't know if you can see. I don't know if you can see that. Oh no, not on my webcam, but nice.
Well, he's a legend. I would hope so.
He is a legend. Nice.
Sweet. This was a topic you wanted to talk about this topic, Nix, and I might not be saying it just quite right, but it was the gist of it is the price of modern console games pricing you out of even caring about them for the most part?
I'm going to say
like $90 games. You know,
absolutely yes. It's pricing it out, and just some of the quality of the games that they're offering us. It's just not interesting to me as a veteran gamer, and because we've seen a lot over the years, all of us, and it's not really offering me anything new for the price of admission. You know what I'm saying? I can go back and play my vast library of games. I
feel like I've got the multicade, I've got the pinball, I've got thousands of arcade games, thousands, like all the great ones I have.
Vast
and then library. I have a great way to play pinball at home with the 4KP. I feel really well set. Like, I don't know how much more gaming I feel like I personally need. Are any of you big console gamers? Like, since I got the 4KP, my console gaming just went like I just don't. I play arcade games or I play pinball.
Before I had the 4KP, I was a big Xbox guy. I've been Xbox I've been Xbox for the past 12 years, man. Like since I was like.
Did you have the original one with the big bulky controllers?
I had them all.
The original Xbox.
I had them all, man. I had them all.
I had them all. I had them all.
Like as soon as they started Xbox Live, I never got a plaque that I was like the first 10 members, but I'm sure that I probably was. Okay, I've been there since the beginning, and when I got the 4KP back in like when was it? Like last
it's been like a year,
like
right?
June, May. It's been close to a year, right?
Yeah.
I canceled my membership. I haven't had an Xbox Live membership for the past year. I canceled it. Well, I canceled it back around like August because I was looking at my monthly expenses and I was just like, dude, I'm spending all this money on Xbox Live. I literally haven't logged on in 2 months. Why am I spending money on it? I literally canceled it. Since I've gotten my pinball machine, I have canceled my Xbox Live for close to 8 months now. It's ridiculous, and that's just that's how much time I spent with it. And I spend because in my mind, because like a company like Xbox, it's like you could get another, you could restart it for like $8 a month. And I was like, and I have friends that play it, and I was like, if they ever ask me to play, I'll fork over $8 and play. But until that day comes, I'm not going to spend it. Why would I spend $60 for a whole year if I'm going to play for a month when I could spend $80?
Yeah, I want to hear what Chalata wants to say. Then I want to go back to Nix real quick because I know Nix had a lot he wanted. What do you have to say?
PlayStation guy. I'm a PlayStation guy. I've had all the PlayStations that they've put out. I bought PlayStation 5 the same month I bought that table. And my PlayStation 5 has got so much dust on it. It's not funny. Yeah, I mean, it's true. I don't play it.
It's true.
It sits there. I should sell it. Is what I should do.
Yeah.
I play my pinball table at least once a day. At least once a day.
Yeah. Nix, I mean, talk about like the value anymore. It's just not there. Like in my opinion, the value. It's like games have gotten so expensive, and they're not that much better. They're not any better. I mean, tell me what you want to say because you had a lot of good things. We're talking.
Well, that's just and they're moving to the digital format as well. So the resale value after you've played games
there's none.
And you don't even get a chance to test some of these games. So not all games offer you a demo, so you're taking a chance. And some games, they get so hyped, and then they just turn out to be crap, and they're just unfinished, half released. Like Starfield took flack when that came out. That was a big hype game.
We'll just patch it. We'll just patch it. And then the Star Wars Outlaws, that was a disaster. And these are supposed to be like big studios, AAA titles, and they want $90 out of our pockets to play these games. I'm like, no, you can keep it. Go back to the drawing board. Make us something better if you want us to spend that kind of money on your games, because. It's funny because not all games need to have a vast amount of budgets to be good, and I think we've all had games that we play currently right now. On other platforms. I like the games on Steam because Steam a lot of games aren't expensive, and they're like I might get more enjoyment out of one of the retro
and meta like the Walkabout
VR too.
Yeah, we'll segue into that. Like the Walkabout VR, that is a nice price game, and that's not $90, and you get a good value, return of your time, with that game as well.
I was talking about the Walkabout Golf, which also they have a new course called Raptor Cliffs, which we'll be playing after the show.
So that looks so fun.
It looks so badass. Yeah, I'm jealous.
The one thing,
like, I want to be in there.
Yeah, you need to get a headset. I mean, the one thing that you never get from watching a video is how immersive it is, because it's not like looking at a screen. It's like you're in the environment. That's where the pinball, the sense of depth,
breaks the fourth wall.
It breaks the fourth wall, and you can't really capture that because it's part of the technology of wearing the goggles, the way they work. The $90 games are probably to cover the tariff issue. But what I'm saying is, like, I can't afford to go buy $90. I mean, I'm just a working class Joe. I mean, I am not a Richie Rich. I cannot just afford to go and buy a bunch of $90 games. I mean, they've kind of priced themselves out of relevancy for me, especially since I have so many arcades that I can just like play games forever, basically, right? Once you have a multi-cade, you have them all. You have all the games you ever wanted if you like arcade games. So,
and really, what is it really offering, upgrade wise? Like we look at the Nintendo Switch, like that's disappointing. Like it's not really offering anything on par with PlayStation 5 this generation's graphics. It's more like PS4, is what I'm told. And then it's just the mouse peripheral. Like, okay, I've got a mouse right here.
Switch.
It looks the same pretty much.
Yeah, I didn't have the FOMO to order to get a Switch, but I mean, I understand some people love Nintendo, and I understand that Nintendo's great, but I just did not have the FOMO to go out and then spend $90 a game. It's like a slap. I can't afford that, honestly.
No, that's too much. It's going to keep my library very small. So I'm going to spend all this money on the hardware just to have a small library
for it, or 2 games for it. It's ridiculous.
It doesn't make any sense. Like I'd like to have a nice library if I'm going to invest on the hardware. You know what I mean?
And that's where the Steam
that makes sense.
The VR also is good because you can get games very affordably.
Yep, and then the pinball machines that we all own, because it would not only with the tables that you're buying on the 4K right there with the OTG mode, you're adding tables by other means as well. So you invest all this money, and you've opened the world to a vast amount of games and experiences.
Yeah,
which these big companies cannot provide us now anymore.
Yeah. Okay. So that being said, do you have any other closing thoughts on that topic, Nix? Because I know you wanted to talk about the cost of games getting so high.
Well, yeah, the thing is where I'm probably going to be pivoting.
Pricing themselves out of relevancy for a lot of gamers.
Oh yeah, like that's why
retro gaming is growing so much too, because retro gaming you can always emulate, right? And it's very affordable when you look at it.
And then that's one of the things that I'm doing, and then getting into Steam and buying games on Steam and the Meta Quest as well. Those are more affordable and gives you more bang for my buck. I can get more titles, and yeah, that's what I'm looking to do. It's just like you always want to look to play something new, and I want to be able to afford to do that. And those are the platforms right now that I find are affordable for me to keep accessing as well. And like the Zen libraries and the pinball tables, I like the price of the tables and stuff like that. What I recently paid for the VR version of those.
Yeah. The biggest thing with Pinball FX VR is they just need to drop more tables. The sooner they drop more tables, the better. Because a lot of people are really happy with it. They just want more tables now.
I'm starting to get thirsty for another drop of tables. Yes, I agree.
Speaking of Evercade is not shipping till the tariff situation is figured out. So that's on hold.
And that's not fair to anybody who's waiting on stuff or if they've pre-ordered.
It's not fair. I have pre-orders. I have a bunch of pre-orders. So we'll have to wait and see. So I feel like we have to lighten the mood a little bit. So it's time for the Retro Legends Babe for the show. Let's see what's going to be this week. Let's see how demonetized I can make this video. Here goes my monetization.
Oh, let's go, baby.
It's worth it. All right. That was That was some Hollywood from Cool World. Y'all remember that movie? That was a crazy. You could never make that movie today.
Forget that's burned in your memory.
Cool World.
I know that made me think of Jessica Rabbit.
Oh yeah, I mean
That's
they
another
don't
good
make
one.
them like that anymore. The animated movies. That was a great one.
Yes, Sacro.
So we're going to go ahead and just cover the results from the last tournament we did real quick.
Right on.
Let me pull up. I have some slides. I got to get to them real quick. Here we go. That's it. We'll be launching 3 games. Theater of Magic, Pinball Noir, and Dig Dug will be entering the Retro Legends Arcade. First,
late for me. I guess I'll have to do it again.
Okay, we're going to take a look. Let's look at the scores here. We got we played Star Trek Curse of the Mummy and Black Widow. We have ChalataLove. Respect, brother.
Woo-hoo. Thanks, sir.
Nice.
17 billion. Good
a Billionaires Club. Yes.
Oh, my goodness. That is insane.
Double-digit Billionaires Club. Yes, absolutely.
NixReviews coming with an amazing 11 billion. Good, cool, good grief.
Fully gone where no man has gone before.
Yoon with almost 3,845 million.
Absolutely.
Man, Mikey Yoon is killing it. We got Sacro coming in there. Let me turn off this banner. It's driving me nuts. There we go. It's better. Sacro coming in there. Now let's look at the bottom half of the scores. For Star Trek, we had a ton of players. House of Hounds, Retrotech X, YO, me, Blue Juice Mist, Team McCloskey, and Video Game Vegas. We played Curse of the Mummy, which is a Pinball FX VR game. Nix, you took that one. Came in second. Sacro, Mikey Yoon, Team McCloskey. We played Black Widow. It was me, then Sacro, then NixReviews, then Rainwater, then Team McCluskey. And guess what happened? At the last minute, Sacro comes back in. He comes back in, and he drops his score, taking out Papa Brad, saying, "Hold my beer. I got you. Iron sharpens iron. Congratulations, Sacro. Well played."
Too busy playing pinball.
Yeah, I was too busy playing pinball. Yeah, I thought. Look at this crazy score.
That was the score from last Friday. I just left it up.
When I got the 175,000, I was like, nobody's going to beat this score. This score is redonkulous. That's like one of the best scores.
That's
I've
a
ever
great
had.
Score, man.
And he just comes in and boom. Okay, well, how about 191,000? You know, so anyway. But I love chasing arcade games, playing pinball games. That's what the Retro Legends Arcade's all about. Links are in the description to post your scores. We are including Pinball Noir because it is included in Pinball FX VR. You can also play it on Pinball FX, on Steam, on all the consoles.
Wait, so do I got to renew my Xbox subscription to play that now?
No.
Or you could just play Theater Magic, which you can play.
I'm going to play that one.
Yeah, play Theater Magic and drop some scores. I want to see some TomatoGrass scores.
I'm absolutely going to be in there.
Yeah,
I'm not going to do what I just did in the Flipper Friends, but I can get back up there.
I think it's in tournament too. So like you can just double dip. You could put a score in ours and play the Flipper Friends tournaments, no problem.
Yeah, I just got to do it on your phone because I hadn't taken a picture of it.
I figured that was a good time to play it too because it's a great table. Everyone's going to want to play that, you know.
Nicely.
That's what I was like when you were saying. Like I felt your pain. Like when I was playing that El Dorado City of Gold, all I was thinking about is, man, I could be playing Theater of Magic, you know. Like I'm playing this.
Hey, absolutely great job on that. Like the fact that you were able to pull that out.
Absolutely.
That is no.
I literally just listened to your tips. I literally just followed your exact advice. You gave me the blueprint to get my score.
Like you should be very proud of that, Brad.
I am.
Honestly.
I was happy to get it. So we're gonna go ahead and give a drawing real quick. This will be for $25 gift card. It can be for VR or for AtGames. Okay. And I'm just going to share everyone's name going in here so you can see it's legit. Check this out. TomatoGrass. Look at that.
Oh, look at that glass.
Look at that.
He got the tomato glass edge glass.
Now, man. I'm drinking the TomatoGrass Kool-Aid. Look at this. I could put my TomatoGrass Kool-Aid in here, also known as beer.
TGT.
ChalataLove. Here we go. We're
Breakfast of
dropping names.
champions.
NixReviews. We're dropping names into the cup. Good luck, gamers. Brett. Everyone's names going in. Mikey Yoon. Good luck. Man, Mikey Yoon has really done. He has been killing it in the Pinball FX VR. Sacro. Already won several times, so good luck. Good luck. And yeah, that's the fun, Come in, knock me down, man. Beat my score. I love that. House of Hounds. Another great YouTuber, pinball YouTuber, RetroTech X, dropped a score. Star Trek. Good luck, Retro. We got YO. Team McCluskey. We'll speed up. Just want everyone to see their name going in there. Blue just missed. Good luck, Blue just missed.
Blue.
Video Game Vegas. Jeff Rainwater. We saw Jeff in the comments. The video.
Say, that glass is classy, man.
Look at that glass. Look at that. There's a tomato on it. Look at that branding.
Oh my.
Okay, good luck, gamers. Let's try to pick from the middle this time. Pick from the middle. Pick from the middle. Oh my goodness!
Nix!
What? Again?
This guy cheated.
NixReviews. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Well, thank you.
Nicely done.
Now we just need Zen to drop us some tables for Pinball FX VR. Or you can get some of the AtGames tables. I can send you AtGames gift certificate if you want.
Absolutely. We'll look into that. Absolutely.
Congratulations to all the players.
Thanks
for playing. G-Force guy, you're welcome to join us too when we play the Walkabout Golf after the show. If you want to come play, just come join us. Mikey Yoon gets a massive shout out. He has been really killing it. I mean, I remember he didn't think he was going to get 1 billion, and let's look at his score again. Because he was like,
that guy improving, man.
He's like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get 1 billion. Guys. Look at this. Look at Mikey Yoon. Almost 4 billion.
That guy put in?
Man, he put in the work.
That wants to get better.
Put in the work.
That's what it's all about, man.
That's what it's about. Mikey Yoon is a rising star. He's a rising star. Look at this. We got the Rexer show. Mikey is crushing pinball. Man, I love to see the competition, So, okay, no problem. Have a good dinner. Okay, so, so our 3 new games that we're releasing this week were Dig Dug. Arcade games, Dig Dug. We all know Dig Dug, right?
Yes.
I mean, everyone knows
NAMCO,
Dig Dug, right?
classic.
Dig Dug is a staple, right? I mean, this game. Okay, that's it for Dig Dug. Everyone knows Dig Dug, so I don't think I'm going to do a big segment on Dig Dug, but Dig Dug is a fantastic arcade game. It's going to be fun score chasing it all week. Hope to see people playing Dig Dug. Just links are in the description.
Beautiful.
So the only thing we got left to do is play some golf. I mean, we'll take a quick look. I got a 30-second trailer, and then we'll.
Can you actually feel, the ball when you hit when you're putting and stuff?
Oh man, it's incredible! Like it vibrates in your hand, the little controller. It's so immersive. It's so immersive. So we're going to do closing thoughts. I want to really thank TomatoGrass, ChalataLove, NixReviews. What was that saying you said about the Wizards, about when they're going to show up next? What was that thing?
Oh, Riss. A wizard is never early nor late. He arrives precisely when he means to do. Or is it about the pinball analogy?
I don't know, but it's true.
He never shoots long nor short. He aims precisely where he means to. That's right.
That's right. If you have to nudge, you're not playing right? You just got to shoot accurately. You know. Hey, we got
nudging is a tool. Nudging is a tool, but not to be relied on all the time.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Ben, this long
in the chat. Good to see Mad Ben Hean always. So, I did have a segment on Pinball Noir. I don't know if I'm gonna run it though because we're running kind of long anyway. So what you got going on? TomatoGrass, tell us about your channel. By the way, I'm just going to give one more shout out. If you really want to learn how to play virtual pinball, especially with AtGames, please, this guy is the wizard. Check out his channel. Sometimes he does streams as long as 4 hours. A 4-hour pinball stream. But if you really want to learn, this is the teacher. So tell us a little bit about your channel and what you do, TomatoGrass.
First of all, Brad, I do want to say thank you for having me on here.
Absolutely.
I appreciate because I get on a rant, right? Like,
yeah, I love
guys. If you just tuned in, namely Brad, go back and listen to my Magic Pixel Center post rant. That's one for the ages, but it's 100% true. But I really do appreciate you giving me a platform. Like, besides my channel, like if I talk on my channel, which is another thing. It's like I like being able to have my own channel and I say what I want to say, and we're all hanging out. That's what I really want to say is that if anybody is looking to get into pinball, try to do a little better. Me and everybody who is actually like really taking this machine seriously, I'm trying to point to it. This machine seriously, we're all hanging out when I stream. Normally it's Tuesday nights, but like it's kind of more ad hoc now. But I've been really enjoying that for the past year, and now that I've been coming on this show, I really do appreciate the platform of me just being able to say what I want to say. Because that's invaluable. Like Brad, like you don't realize like that's a really big thing. Like it's things that I really think about and want to say, and this is a great thing for me to just be able to say it with no judgment too. I'm sure people are judging me too. But hey, you know what? That's fine. I really do appreciate you putting me on here, and you run a great show, man.
Thank you.
Any time that you send me an invite to come on, I'm like, I can't wait to come on.
Awesome. We're building a brotherhood of pinball players for sure. ChalataLove, new to YouTube, but man, another person, like if I need help on a pinball table, he does streams of the Flipper Friends tables or just pinball in general. And I just want to tell you one thing I love about you. I love the way you put on the gloves like a doctor or a surgeon. Like he puts the gloves on and he's about ready to do surgery. So
yeah, I
love that part of your
Guys, take it apart.
Don't stop doing it ever. It's great.
I have to have something on my hands, or my hands are so sweaty while I'm playing that
I second that.
I'll rust every one
second that
on that damn table because my hands get so rusty. But I'm usually trying to do some streaming and live streaming for Flipper Friends and whatnot. I try to get some done during the afternoon, like for some lunchtime pinball and stuff like that. So that's what I'm kind of leaning towards. During the day or something like that, if you're at lunch or whatever, just kind of flip me on if you can, and I really appreciate it. I'm trying to gain a little bit of traction and gain some more followers and some with some some pinball content. So I am not one that can show you the ins and outs of every single table, but I have fun playing, and
absolutely,
if you could pick up a couple of things from what I do, that's awesome. I think
you got a great channel. Check out the link in the description of this video and subscribe to ChalataLove. Nix, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh, absolutely. Definitely diving into the pinball. I got a lot of videos up on my channel as well, where I dive in and show some of the ins and outs on the table. G-Force just mentioned, I do have one I did on Pinball FX on the Knight Rider. showing the ins and outs and play that table, and it's a lot of fun. And also dive into some VR as well, content and retro console gaming as well. Everything that I'm interested in video game related wise, I do on my channel. So check me out. Come subscribe. NixReviews, absolutely.
Okay, and let me put myself back on. Of course, our games for this week will be Theater of Magic, Pinball Noir, which is on Pinball FX, which is on every console, and it's also in Pinball FX VR. And that'll be our table of the week. And then we're also playing Theater of Magic, which just dropped on AtGames. Arguably one of the best tables they have ever put on the AtGames 4TP.
Amazing.
Definitely cannot say enough good about it. It's fantastic. That would be a great one to put into VR because it's so the 3D they could do with that, with the trunk and the girl and the saw and all that would be a great one to have ported to VR if I was to make a suggestion.
Yes.
Mad Van Han, and we have two of the best AtGames players, really a lot of the good ones, but we have Mad Van Han and TomatoGrass both here right now, and these are usually the 1 and 2 players on 99% of the time. These are the two at the top, so it's great to have you here. Thanks for watching the show. I'm actually going to end us out with I'm going to end us out with the Pinball Noir video because I don't want to waste it. We'll watch at the end. The code, if you want to join me playing the Walkabout Golf, is going to be Retro Legends. So just go into Walkabout Golf, type Retro Legends. You can join me if you want to play golf with the people that run the show or whoever wants to show up. No commitment, just if you want to show up. It's Retro Legends. And with that, I'll play the last video. Thank you so much, guys, for coming on.
Thank you, Brad.
Thank you, Brad. Appreciate you, man.
Send us out with a little piece on Pinball Noir, and you can meet me in Retro Legends in VR. Thanks so much for watching.
When Bobby and Rose approached me to introduce a new Zen original, I wasn't sure what to do. I needed to get to the bottom of this, reveal every detail. I found out that Zoltan Vari, known in the pinball underworld as Veze, was working on something big. A Noir table. Suddenly everything became clear. I had a lead. How does someone come up with the idea for a table? What goes into creating this coveted piece of art? Many people would kill for this knowledge, but I will reveal it to the world. If I disappear, I made sure that these tapes get to the public. Let's begin.
You probably guessed by now that there's a new Zen original in the works called Noir. I will be your host and I will guide you through the life of the table from concept until release. We're gonna show you behind the scenes stuff and general information of how we do this thing. It is totally possible that we will not cover every detail along the way, so feel free to ask questions in the comments below. It's gonna be a lot of fun, so let's get started. We have seen a lot of table requests for the Zen originals over the years. The last ones were Son of Zeus and Adventureland. Our designers sat down tasked with coming up with original team ideas. Usually, they brainstorm a lot of teams, and then narrow them down to the best ones. Zoltan Veze Vari came up with the noir idea. This genre was always one of his favorites in film. Noir is set in the 1940s gangster era, and as you can see, it fully embraces the black and white color palette, similar to the films from that era. Zoltan wanted to convey a message to everyone that you need to watch The Maltese Falcon with Humphrey Bogart, one of Zoltan's favorites. This film greatly inspired the Noir table. The detective stories of Philippe Marlowe also come into play. So, Noir. Great, we have our idea for the pinball table. But what's the first step in making it a reality? Our table designers always start with an initial spec document, which is a very focused one-page document that outlines the identity of the pinball table. The game designer is Zoltan Vari, who also designed Paranormal, Excalibur, and the Ant-Man tables, just to name a few. He told me about his vision for the Noir table. His main characters are very typical of the genre. We have the Private Eye, the man with no name, inspired by Philip Marlowe from a Raymond Chandler story. We have the femme fatale, gangsters, and even bribed police officers. One of the main features of the table is a revolver that you lock your balls into to start multi-ball. All lanes of the table will belong to different cases, and several shots toward these spots will start the individual investigations. If more than one investigation is running, the better the scoring. Almost all of the main modes will be able to run at the same time. Once the initial document was created, we took it to Corvus, one of the concept artists here at Zen, so he could start crafting some early visuals for the team. It's pretty cool to think that these initial sketches will soon become a full pinball table you can play on. It takes roughly 9 months to create a table, and it's not an exact science, so when the team says it's ready, I will bring the next update. Well, that's a look on how we tackled the very first milestone in digital pinball development. I will be back with a new update soon. We will have more art and even a look at the table layout. Noir is one of 3 Zen original tables currently in production, and is scheduled to release this year for Pinball FX. I'm pretty sure we'll be showing off the other Zen originals as well. What's a pinball theme you would like to see? Let us know in the comments, and we'll see you next time.
All right. Off the VR land.
Y'all
take care. Peace, man.
All right, brother.